So what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into this video. I really appreciate you tuning in. It is a beautiful day, but it's super cold outside. We just wrapped up breakfast. The kids are doing some crafts. We actually got a late start today, but we're on the way of starting this off. We're super excited. I don't know about you, but I'm a type of person in the morning that likes to wake up, grab my coffee, and chill. I don't like to turn a bunch of lights on. Juliana likes to turn all the lights on. She likes the light. I need a little bit of time to wake up. Weston's a little bit the same way. We both like to sleep in though. I enjoy sleeping in. I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep anywhere. In the car, in the woods, in the forest. Jet, on the other hand, he likes to get going. He wakes up and he's ready to go. He's ready to go to explore the day. He would go outside first thing in the morning and run around in the gym, right? Yeah. Well, I mean the jungle gym. Yeah. But I know everyone has their routine in the morning. Leave it down in the comments below what you guys like to do. What's your preference, or what's your routine in the morning? I would really like to know that. So this week I am on call for work, so we really can't go too far or do a lot of extra activities. I sort of got to stay around the home base. So we're gonna make the best out of it though. We're hoping to get outside and explore. I gotta finish the morning routines. I gotta take out the food scraps to the chickens. I gotta check their water and feed, and just make sure they're doing well. Alright, so we got all the kids loaded up. We're on the road right now, and we're heading to Target. I know we're returning your shirt, but like, what else are we doing? Is there a reason why we're going also, besides that?
Do we need a reason to go?
Yeah, we need to eat.
Target's just fun. Target's always been fun. Although, I will say, some of their things have gotten really weird. Like, I used to love all their clothes, and now some things are super weird. And I don't know who wears them. Sorry if you like all the Target things, but, I don't know. It's just fun. Plus, what else are we gonna do? It's like 2 degrees outside. Really nothing else to do but go to Target. Okay, James getting gas because he's a nice husband and a good gentleman and doesn't make me do it when it's cold outside or ever. He never makes me do it. So here's our secret to life. Okay, it's one secret. There's so many secrets, but there's one that we've been talking a lot about lately, and that is that fear is a liar. There's a really good song, and off the top of my head I can't remember who sings it. You'll know. Put it in the comments. But fear is a liar. I think the song goes, fear, he is a liar. And if you live in fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of imperfection, fear of other people's opinions, then it freezes you, it paralyzes you, and it makes you miss your calling. It makes you miss your giftings a lot of the time. And I've definitely struggled with that a lot. Like, fear holds me back. Fear of not being brave enough, smart enough, funny enough, whatever, keeps me from being me and who God has created me to be. And when you practice letting go of those fears or identifying the root of them, like when I like go down like to the root and like really think about what is it that's making me from being the bold 10-year-old that I used to be, you know, when you didn't care and you did what you wanted to do and what made you happy and what brought you joy and what made you come alive. And even if it was goofy or silly or you're the only one who thought it was funny, you didn't care, because that's just who God made me to be. And I think a lot of us deal with that. So here is our secret of life for the day, is to identify your fear and just go after it. Because it gets you nowhere. And how sad would it be to get to the end of your days and think, man, I wished I would have pursued that dream or gone after that goal or fall on my face trying a few times before I got it right, or like really made a total fool out of myself getting to where I wanted to be. That would be sad. Way better to look silly, to feel like a fool, and to use the calling that God has put on your life, to use the giftings He's given you. And He hasn't left any of us out when He handed out gifts. We're all good. We all have our special things that we are good at, and makes us unique. And yeah, what do you think, Bigfoot?
I love it.
Hey, Mommy.
So I came through halfway through what Jonah was talking about, and what really hit me was not being your bold as a 10-year-old, as your 10-year-old self. And what came to my mind was like, it's the world and the lies of the enemy that creep in, that plant those, you know, seeds of fear, I'm gonna call it, those bad roots, those weeds. And the crazy thing is the enemy only has the power that we give them. And once we take away that power, we have nothing to fear, and we don't have anything to fear. So we can be full boldness in the way Christ has created us. I mean, what type of like fears did you have in life?
I mean, I've always had a fear of other people's opinions and fear of saying something that will offend. I mean, I've always struggled with, like in adulthood, struggled with the fear of other people's opinions, fear of going against something that they feel strongly about. So I really play my conversations very safely, tread lightly, and if somebody says something like controversial, like I'm just kind of like a okay, like, and that's fine sometimes. But if there are those relationships that you want to grow deeper and actually be real and well, not be real, not that I'm not real, but be just more raw and less filtered, and you know, say the things that are actually in my heart.
Yeah, I
and
think
that grows. That, like, if not doing that prevents that relationship from growing. And not even talking about like super controversial things, but just even people's opinions on minor things. And because of that, like, I kind of live on the defense in my speech. Like, I'm always trying to say the thing that will please everybody in a situation, and that's exhausting. That's incredibly exhausting. It's draining, and it's unnecessary. Because you know the saying, whatever that saying is, like, people don't actually think about you as much as you think they think about you. So you might dwell on something that other people they might think about for a second and then move on, or not even think about it at all. So, yep, I mean, there's one for you.
I would like to sort of leave a challenge, and leave it down in the comments. What would your 10-year-old self say to you now of how to be bold?
Oh, that's good. Like, what would your 10-year-old, what's a boldness your 10-year-old or your 2-year-old
Yeah,
self?
or your 2-year-old.
What's a boldness your 10-year-old self had that you don't have now
that you want back? And leave it down in the comments, and you know, focus on that and pray about it, and rebuke anything that is stopping you from being your 10-year-old self.
Okay, we're gonna show you how we survive Target and our really meticulous and well thought out and creative and survival plan for a large family making it through Target. Just kidding, we have no plan, and it always goes awry, and there's usually like a meltdown and some flustering that occurs, but it's always fun, right guys? Mm-hmm. All right, yes. Here we go.
All right, step one of surviving Target is getting the biggest cart they possibly have.
They could make bigger.
Yeah, they could make bigger. They should just make a big bus.
Step two, strap them in, or else they will escape. This is the shirt I picked out, but they don't have my size, so guess what that means? have to look around the whole store to find something else I like. Are you guys happy?
Including the toys? No.
Alright boys, I'm going to teach you a lesson. So we have lost Mom, alright? But the number one thing is to stay where you got lost, because she will always come back to where you are, alright? And so it's always good to learn to wait and be patient, because they will come back.
Maybe.
1 hour later.
Mama.
Alright?
Yep.
Like I said, boys,
Where's my sticker?
we got her back. It's always good to wait.
Right here.
Alright, so we survived our trip to Target. We're loaded back up and ready to go home. Weston and Jet have a soccer game this evening, and we're actually gonna go to evening church service tonight. So we're pretty excited about the day. The temperature has stayed the same. It's still cold. So, I mean, we pretty much came here. I know Adriana had to return a shirt, but just to get out of the house. You can't really get out and go outside. It wouldn't be fun for the kids. But we are gonna end this video. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. And guys, we've done this before. I want to do it again. If anyone has any prayer requests, drop them in the comments. If you guys don't feel comfortable with that, feel free to email me, bigfootfarmerranch@gmail.com. That's down in the description. And again, go check out all those links down there. We really appreciate you guys supporting us. And if you haven't, give us a big thumbs up. Turn on the notification bell. You guys will see all of our new videos. All the notifications will go to your phone. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys on the next video.